It's a pretty nice scent. It's just not what I signed up for. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How have you been? Been good? Hope so. So today we're looking at Detour Noir by Haramain. Detour Noir is, first of all, an interesting fragrance. Look at that bottle. The bottle has a weird swoosh. Can I just harp on the bottle for a sec? I hate how cheap the lid feels, how hard it is to put the lid back on. You know how many times I put the lid back on backwards and then I have to like spin it around? I don't know, it feels very underbaked. It just wasn't planned properly. It kind of feels like an old, what is it called? A joystick. It fits perfectly in your hand like this as a joystick. Look at that. When you're in a hurry in the morning to put on perfume and leave, like putting that snap back into place in the less than a second that you want to take for it is a little annoying. That's just me. It's a harmless complaint. I just find it annoying.
Oh, Muffin, it's so hard being you.
Let's do a sniff of this. Has a pressurized atomizer, which is nice. Let's talk about notes while this develops a little bit. The top notes are apple, jasmine, lavender, and violet. The middle notes are vanilla, bergamot, patchouli, and mandarin orange. And the base notes are sandalwood, cardamom, guaiac wood, pepper, and geranium. When I first smell this, I don't really get a lot of apple. Personally, I get a lot of orange. I get a lot of lavender together with bergamot. And then the background has some wood and some vanilla. That's the kind of story that I'm getting. So I'm getting lavender, mandarin, vanilla, bergamot gives that citrusy smell that supports the mandarin, and then some wood. So all that together creates like the original scent story for this. It smells good. Every time I do a review, a lot of you ask me about how things compare to other scents, and especially scents that you have. I decided to do a giveaway. How's that going to work? I created a form that's going to be in my YouTube description. All you have to do is complete the form, which is writing your name, writing what fragrance you're interested in, and how you want me to contact you. 1 week after I posted that video, I will contact 3 individuals from that form and get their shipping information to send them a 2 milliliter decant of the fragrance I was talking about. If you're not sure that the notes I'm mentioning and the vibe that I'm describing works for you, you can test it out for yourself now. You don't have to blind buy the scent. And then be ready to get your decant in the mail. It feels very masculine oriented to me. It feels like they're trying to appeal to a male audience. My problem with this scent, to me specifically, is that this immediately starts like losing a lot of its interest notes and goes into woody. It loses the mandarin. It loses a lot of the vanilla. It loses a lot of the stuff that makes it stand out a lot and goes straight to woody, vanilla, bergamot, which a lot of scents already do. So a lot of the interesting aspects of this scent go away within the first minute or two. And then this just turns into a generic woody scent, which is unfortunate. It doesn't smell bad. It's a pretty nice scent. It's just not what I signed up for when I look at all these notes. I'm excited about all these notes. I just don't get that here. I just get wood. This is supposed to be a dupe of Parfums de Money. Parfums de Money. This is supposed to be a dupe of Parfums de Marly's Dayton. Oh my god, why can't I say that? I've been trying for a while. Okay, this is supposed to be a dupe of Parfums de Marly's Layton. And I have a decant of it right here. I'm gonna spray it on paper to kind of get a comparison of it. If it comes out, there you go. Okay, they're not the same. At least off the top, they're not the same. So I'm gonna wait till these two chill out. But so far, the initial spray, I can tell you that Detour Noir was considerably more orangey and Layton was considerably less woody than Detour Noir, and still less woody than Detour Noir. That's the vibe right now. They're not exactly the same. Detour Noir, again, it turns into a generic wood scent to me. It's good. I think it's a very masculine leaning scent. It could be unisex because wood is unisex, but to me, the reason I say it's masculine leaning is because it reminds me so much of guys in college back in the day. I think when I originally opened this up in the unboxing, that's exactly what it reminded me of, and that initial impression is what stayed with me the entire time. Like when I was like in college, a lot of guys when I was back in college, a lot of guys wore these kinds of woody, citrusy smells all the time, and that's what this gave me. Just college dude, frat guy, dude, bro kind of things. So this just gave me that vibe, and that's just what I've been keeping. Detour Noir, that's what it's giving me. It's giving me like woody, citrusy, masculine scent. Nice, but not something I would gravitate towards. Versus Leighton. Leighton's a little softer in the woody area, and Leighton's sweeter. Leighton has sweetness in it that makes it different from Detour Noir. Leighton has a hint of sweetness in there. Let me look at the notes for Leighton. Yeah, if 100% feels like their Leighton version, the original, is sweeter and the woodiness is less prominent. It's still there, it's 100% there, but it's a lot less prominent, a lot less in your face than the Detour Noir version. Detour Noir feels very woody, not a lot of sweetness, a lot of citrus. Leighton feels sweeter, a lot less woody, citrusy, but more orange citrusy than bergamot citrusy. This feels more bergamot than woody. So it's interesting. They're close, but not close enough. I would say this is maybe 70% Leighton, which is not high enough to be considered a good dupe, I think. Yeah, it's 100% not close enough to be a good dupe. I don't think this is a good dupe for Leighton, in my opinion. In my opinion, this is 70%. It's the same general family, but they're not sisters at all. Nope, not. I don't think it's close enough. My opinion. In my humble opinion as an amateur, again, in my humble opinion as an amateur, I don't know. I'm not a perfumer. I'm not an expert. I am an amateur. I am an aficionado. I'm learning still. But in my opinion, sweeter, more flowers too. Sweeter, flowery. Wood is maybe a tertiary or fourth note. Sweetness, spicy. No, not sweetness. Yes. Sweetness, spicy, and flowers are the first here. Wood is number one here. Citrus is number two here, followed by other things. So they're very different. They're like different DNA, in my opinion. In my brain, they feel like different DNA. So I would say like 70% or less. So that's interesting. That's fun. I wonder if the company says they're dupes or just people say, oh, they have similar notes, so they're dupes, but they're very different in my brain. So in terms of longevity and protection, Detour Noir, I don't think it's a strong projector. I think by hour 4, it becomes more or less a skin scent or a very personal bubble. It doesn't stay around forever. It also doesn't stay in your clothes forever either. It's a decent projector. It's not a super strong projector. I think it projects about 4 feet, and then by hour 3 or 4 it becomes a big bubble, and then by hour 5 it's almost gone. Gone meaning skin scent. In terms of performance, I think I would give that maybe a 7 or an 8. In terms of scent, it's a 9. It's not what I want. It's not a Leighton dupe to me, but it smells good. I won't deny that it smells good. It's just not giving you what it says it's supposed to give you. I hate the bottle. Bottle 0. In terms of Fragrantica, this has a 4.37 out of 5 in Fragrantica with 3,327 votes. This is popular and this is highly rated. Cool. So people like this. It's hilarious. I do a compilation of positive things and negative things about the scents that people have been saying online on Reddit, YouTube, things like that, just to get like an overall idea of what the vibe is online. And it's funny because if I look at the comments and things like that, people don't say it's a good dupe. People say it captures the essence, which is it captures an essence of it. It doesn't dupe it. So yeah, positive, it captures the essence. It's in the same ballpark. It's somewhere in the same neighborhood. It knows the recipe. It has a general idea. It's an AI version of it with extra fingers. So yeah, 100%. It's close but no cigar. People love the strength, sillage, longevity. People are complimenting that. People love how cheap it is, which it is very inexpensive. I almost dropped it because I grabbed it by the lid. I hate this bottle. Okay, so people in general just say that they love this because it's so affordable that they can overlook any of the problems it has, like not being too close to Leighton. Fine, that makes sense. That's why I'm giving it a 9 on scent, because it smells good, it's cheap. I don't really care that much if it's a dupe of Leighton or not, but a lot of people do, so that's why I do the comparison. But to me, this smells good, but it's not my favorite thing because I don't particularly love overly woody scents. And the negatives that people have been saying is that it's not as close to Leighton as they would like, which is 100% true. So long story short, smells good, doesn't match Leighton. Lasts okay, but is not a strong projector like other scents, and it doesn't last as long as other scents. So I think I would call this a mid-performing, mid-smelling, generally mid-fragrance that has a horrible bottle. That's my general vibe of this, and it reminds me of a college guy. That's my Review in a nutshell. So how much would I give it? Scent a 9, projection longevity maybe a 7, and bottle 0. Overall, I would give it probably a 7.58, more or less. I think an 8 is fine. It's not something I would reach for all the time because it's such a woody scent, but it's definitely good enough for people who like this kind of scent profile. I'm just not one of these people. I prefer more sweet scents. So what do you think? Do you think you would like the scent profile? Remember, scents are subjective. What I like is not necessarily what you like. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, and always remember to smell your best. See ya.